Gosh, man, we can probably polish that out. Oh, nice. Leave that for somebody else. Check that out. Holy crap. Oh, that is nice. Someone's stash. I think I'm gonna leave this for somebody else. We'll put that there. Pretty sure I have this one. Pretty sure. All right. Well guys, welcome back to the channel and of course to our latest hauls, which we picked up over the past week. Now we have some Walmart scores, Target, as well as some Hobby Lobby. Not a lot there, but still found some really cool stuff. And of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for all of our future content like Hot Wheels racing, peg hunting, latest hauls, as well as our mail calls, which we do a lot of trading on this channel. So if you're into all that stuff, unboxing, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. So like I said, guys, we found some really cool stuff. First one you could already see out the bag is the moving parts, the new packaging from Matchbox. This is super controversial. Everyone has their concerns about it. Now this is all made from recycled metal and cardboard. So they're going super eco-friendly, but is it sacrificing the condition of the cars? I don't think so, but from other point of views, you might be worried about the car being exposed to elements, especially for us carded collectors. Now, I am more collecting Mustangs on card. Everything else I do open up. So if it's not a Mustang, I'm definitely opening it up. But for this point, this one, I don't know. Because you might have some sun fade depending on how you store it. So half of the car might change, get oxidized a little bit where the other half won't. So that's the thing I'm looking at. There's a lot of people concerned about theft, but from Lamley's video, I think the back wheels are locked into that little hard case pretty well. But you can see it's a 2019 Mustang convertible, beautiful green metallic. Love the recolor in this one. I still think the best green came from the coupe, which was this one right here. I think the wheel setup was perfect. I think the color green, I think it's beautiful, but they did a really good job on the green metallic. And of course you get the full details. You got the tail lights. You can see on the package, they do the same thing on the casting. So there's this one, the new moving parts. You guys let me know what your concerns are. And if you align with mine, I'm just concerned about half of the car being oxidized where the other one isn't. But at the same time, mine is in a basement away from sunlight and UV. We get some off of these lights, but not like sunlight. So if you have those same thoughts and concerns, comment down below. All right, and then we have a mixture of AK stuff right here, guys. Out of the Hot Wheels Roadsters, check out this Max Steel. This was too cool to pass up, and there's a few variations to this one, but I think this one is my favorite. It looks very classic, super old school, and I love the old race look to it, man. You got the bold white walls with the black 5-spokes. And I really hope to see these style wheels on more of the hot rods and classics. But yeah, 2024 A-Case right here. Next up, we did grab a few Volvos, guys. These are super cool. I am customizing these. One of them I am keeping in the factory condition. But here we go. 2 more for the collection. I just think these are so freaking awesome. And I have really cool plans for these as customs. They're not going to be this green, even though this is a beautiful color. I might make one a naked lime green, and then the other one a completely full custom. Interior, wheel swap, everything you can think. I am going to do that. I am going to get rid of the dogs in the back and do something different for that. So I did grab 2 of these because they are going to be customs. Next up, we did grab the new lime green Ford Escort RS 2000. This is a super cool casting. Very clean, very simple. I love that they didn't go all overboard with it. But another factory fresh. Check it out. Signature look from factory fresh. You got the tail lights, the details on it. And then coming around the front, you do have some lenses and the blue oval. So very, very cool. And the way to identify the 2024 releases is the white tab right here where the number of the series is. If you look at the older ones, like the prior, it is a blue border versus the faded white. So the faded white is the new 2024 card release. So if you're just looking at a peg and looking for a quick reference, just look at that section. Tells you it's a 2024 right off the bat. Next up, guys, I always pick these up because my roots of skateboarding. You have the Skate Grum, but this one has the Tony Hawk's Hawk on there, man. Check it out. Super cool. This was actually a release of his deck back in the day, and it is just another Tony Hawk piece for the collection. It's out of the Hot Wheels Extreme Sports for A-Case. Very, very cool, man. Next up, we got the Treasure Hunt. This was the A-Case Treasure Hunt. Love this one. It's the 47 Chevy Fleetline. I love the classic police look to it, man. You got the bold white walls, like I said, is the coolest ones you can put on some classics or hot rods. But this is out of the first response from the series. So you do have the flame right inside of the police badge, number 68 for Hot Wheels, and of course the verbiage for the Treasure Hunt on the back of the card. All right, and then next up we have the Boss 302. This is the Falcon livery. I do have one, but mine is international, and it is down there on the bottom, and I got that one from Shields. So now I have the US as well as the international version, so I am good to go on this one. But still, like I've mentioned before, I love that they did this one. It's good to see this one back. I just wish they kept the internal roll cage that you would typically see on the 69s. And I'll go ahead and show you on the older toolings, not even on the Zamac or the black one, but you have it on Spectre Flame. You had the internal roll cage on this one. And then I believe on the other ones, they got rid of them. So only a few, and I want to say it's premiums and some specific lines that came with the roll cage. But for the main lines, you don't get that one. So here we go, Boss 302 US version. Next up, we grabbed the new recolor of the Mighty K, and I'm sure you guys are wondering why I always pick these up. And I pick it up solely for the fact of the skateboard in the back, man. Like I said, my roots of skateboarding for 14 plus years and then picking it back up in 2020, it's just, I don't know. I still sit there and watch videos and the new competitions that come out, and the styles now, man, are super clean. But this one Compact Kings for A case is a really nice recolor. You got a really soft baby blue metallic. You got the Surf and Skate right there on the side with the gold aero discs. Super cool little car, man. Love it. All right, next up, we did pick up the Spider-Man series. This is actually an old release, but this was the only one I was missing out of that whole series. They do not stay on pegs. These 67 Chevy C10s, man, they do not stay on there long. So this was the last one I needed from last year, and I always missed it. The only ones that stayed on pegs were the Circle Tracker as well as the Dodge Charger stock car. I mean, even the Camaros are hard to find, and the Sandblasters, since they are based off of the F-150. But look at that, man. For us carded collectors and comic enthusiasts, I think the card art is super cool. It is a super cool one. So there we go. Finally, check that off the list. All right, and then next up, we got this beautiful new for 2024 out of the Hot Wheels Green Speed. You have the Zinger 21C. I don't know if that's how you say it. Is it Zinger or is it just Zinger?
This is the Zinger 21C, the 3D printed inline two-seater hybrid hypercar that just broke the lap record at Laguna Seca, storming around 2 seconds faster than the McLaren Senna and firmly announcing its arrival on the hypercar stage.
All right, so the C is silent. Why even put that there? What, like why? But rule from the road of the fighter jet style cockpit in this hypercar built for speed. Using 3D printed parts designed by AI, it sports a V8 with twin turbos and an 800-volt electric drive system for a combined output of 1,250 horsepower. That is just wild. Now, I need to see if this is an actual production car, concept car. I don't know if I can find it. I'll post it up on the top of the screen so you guys can check it out. Or the link down below if it's a video, but that is a super sweet looking car, man. And then next up, I found the recolor of the 76 Greenwood Corvette. Check that out, man. Beautiful pearlescent pink. It's got some tint of purple into it. You got the orange and white deco with a 32 meatball. And of course, just another one to add to the Corvette collection, man. There were so many that I left back in Arizona when these were popping out, and I never picked them up, and I am regretting it. But at the same time, I am not losing sleep over it. But then next up, out of the moving parts, I did find the Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. This is a beautiful blue metallic, and of course, with the split 10 spokes. Now, we're going to open up this one just so we can see how well these are in there. I know Lamley did that on his and just wanted to see how easy it would be to steal one. But let's see. If I just rip the front off, can I pull this car out? Man, actually you really can't. I guess if you wanted to, you can just take it out just like that. And then someone can put it in their pockets. But there is ways to lock in the wheels so the car doesn't come out. But this comes out just as easy as a blister. So I really don't think that it is easier or difficult. I think it's about the same as a blister. Because you can really just open up a blister and take the car out. And this one felt as easy as that. I mean, actually a little bit easier because now you can just take it out and it keeps it protected. But yeah, so the wheels do lock into the back. But look at that, man. Let's go ahead and take this car out because it just looks beautiful. But I wouldn't keep it in this container or this little sleeve because I feel like this material would just scuff this, bringing it in and out. Look at that. Yep, it scuffed the roof already, and this thing is new. So at the end of the day, this is actually more harmful to the car than the blister. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that if you're going to buy these, take these out of the package because look at that. Gosh, man, we can probably polish that out, but still, out of the box, it should not be like that. So I think Matchbox needs to relook at that because through shipping and hanging on pegs and falling off, with it rubbing onto the body, direct contact, it's going to mess it up. Oh yeah, look at that. You got blue paint transferred where the hood is, where that side is, and the roof. So paint is being transferred. That is not good. That is not good at all. Well, so here we go. 2020 Carrera S. This thing is just beautiful, man. Look at that. This thing is done well. Wow, that's nice. All right, so there we go. I definitely think that you should take those out of the package, man. I think the moving parts is going to ruin the paint. And then next up, this was a Walmart find, guys. You saw it up on top of the shelf. Someone was hiding it. The 1970 Camaro Z28 RS Edelbrock out of the M2 lineup, but it is the 750-piece chase. Look at that, man. Such a beauty. Got the gold wheels, gold interior, and bumper trim. And yeah, the regular one, I believe, had the black wheels. There was one on peg. So definitely been scoring M2s like crazy, man. Chases are like attracted to me. I wish the Supers were the same, especially for certain castings, but it is what it is. I don't know. And then the last one we picked up out of M2 was the 1970 510. Check that out, man. Super clean. Loving the shell livery. We did score the Fox body this past week or so, maybe 2 weekends ago, of the 1988 GT in the shell livery. And now we have the Datsun. Which one is better? I know you JDM fans are probably going to love this one a little bit more. I am digging the little bit extra deco on there versus this one, but it's still a clean Fox body for sure. But the 1970 510, man. And the shell livery just looks great. So that was Walmart. Next ones are Target with some Hobby Lobby. I did score the Ultra Hots. Now, I've had a couple of these, but I also donated them. But I did want to get them back in the collection since I do have a small Demon collection. We have the 1971 Dodge Demon. Beautiful Spectra Flame pink with the Ultra Hots. And then, of course, the 64 Chevelle SS with the mixed fitment of the 5 spokes and Ultra Hots. I don't know why they did that. They should have just kept it with the Ultra Hot release wheels all the way around. But you can see on the card art, it has the same setup. So a lot of people might think they're errors, but they're not. So beautiful Spectra Flame blue with the flame going down the side. And of course, these are going to be wheel swap because they need to be, especially with that paint. And then from Hobby Lobby, guys, we scored the Black Bandit Mach-E. I know. I've been picking these up. I don't know why I am finding so many releases of this one, but this is the 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT, and this one has the police livery. It is ghosted on there. I think that looks really cool. But of course, the blacked out look from Black Bandits is always a good one. So Greenlight definitely puts out some really cool releases. But we also have the 82 SSP from Black Bandit. We have a loose one down here. It's the GT350 from Black Bandit that I opened up. And I think that's the only other one. I have one that's actually loose, and it's sitting over there in that little shelf. You can't see it, but it needs wheels on there because one broke off. But then the next one we picked up is the 1965 Shelby GT350. This is actually known as number 257. It is a very rare Shelby that was released. I think there was only like 500 of them ever made. 562 produced. And this car actually has the steel wheels, no race stripes. It had some other optional things in there. But yeah, number 257 is extremely rare and unique factory equipped parts such as steel wheels, no racing stripes, and trunk mounted battery location. Very cool, man. I love how it's just a super clean, almost a sleeper look to it. But yeah, GT350 out of the Barrett-Jackson collection. Then the next one we actually scored from Target. This is another Mach-E. This is the California Route 1. Look at that. Gray metallic, black roof, black wheels. I hate the wheels on this thing. It looks very like basic trim model. Like it doesn't even look like the performance one. The blue one that we grabbed right here, which is the 2022 Mach-E, that one has some nice wheels on it. And those are the factory, I think those are the GT wheels. I'm not too sure on the trim level on those. I don't really follow the Mach-E too much. But the 2023 California Route 1 is another special series, kind of like California Special. I wouldn't really put it in that category, but I guess they put it in that category. So 2 new Mach-E premiums for the collection. I know it's not a Mustang, but I am a purist when it comes to the Mustangs. I collect any and all variations and releases. So there we go. Guys, this is what we picked up over the past week and a half or so. You got the Chase 1970 Camaro Z28. You got the 510. We got the new moving parts. Like we said, guys, there are some issues and concerns, especially with how they packaged it and how the paint is already getting scuffed. And this thing is new, man. So I know a lot of collectors who like to keep their cars mint. I mean, it's already coming damaged from the factory. So I think this is one of those exceptions where Matchbox, you're just going to have to open these new moving parts and take them out to preserve the paint. New premiums added to the lineup, new 2024 A case, and like I said, guys, a quick identifier is that corner tab with the faded white number series right there that tells you which year release. So if you're looking at 2023 versus 24, at least you know now. That is a quick way to figure it out. I did actually pick this up from Dollar General the other day. This was a recolor that I needed. It's the Porsche 918 Spider, beautiful yellow with the split 10 spokes. And yeah, this was one I didn't have. I don't even know how long this one's been out, but I've missed it every single time. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode as well as the quick peg hunting at the beginning. We're going to be trying to do more, guys. I used to do peg hunting all the time, but that was Arizona compared to here. It's not as good here because of the limited stores we have. And plus, so many collectors out there who are hunting, the pegs always look very disappointing. But I will do better doing that and capturing how we're picking these up out in the wild. But like I always say, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts on the new moving parts. And if you agree, you just got to take those out, man, because it is ruining that paint on that beautiful Porsche. So until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.